Over the past 25 years, social media has changed the world as we know it, for better and for worse. The various social media platforms have helped us stay in contact with friends and family members over thousands of miles, reconnected those we have fallen out of contact with, and provided a whole new means of communication. The toxic side of social media is something with which I'm sure you are all more than familiar. Some of us choose to weather the storm and try to fight through the digital animosity. Plenty more are opting out and have decided to log out of social media altogether. But for some people, the rise of these platforms has been nothing but a waking nightmare. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, you name it. This list recounts 5 awful tales that all revolve in some way around social media, including accidental deaths, abuse, fraud, data collection, and a strange tale involving a false Banksy allegation. Number 5. Batman cosplay ends in manslaughter charge. TikTok star Marian Oliver Snow, better known online as Yandere.freak, probably never imagined that a night of drinks would end with her being charged with manslaughter. In January 2021, she met up with friends in Houston, Texas, for an evening of cosplay and revelry. The group was all dressed as characters from Batman, watching Gotham, and was, as police reported, drunk, laughing, messing around. At some point in the night, the TikToker produced a handgun, showing her drinking buddies how it resembled the one carried by the Penguin. She later claimed that her ex-boyfriend had left the weapon with her and that she had no idea it was loaded. Helen Rose Hastings, a friend she had known since high school, was joking around with Oliver Snow, saying, "Oh, shoot me." She then aimed the firearm at Hastings and pulled the trigger. Tragically, the gun fired, and Hastings lost her life. At the time, the victim had been a student at Oberlin College in Ohio in her first year. Friends told the school paper how they would remember Hastings for her laughter, enthusiasm, and compassion. Number 4. Legal woes from children's data collection. The video sharing app TikTok has surged in popularity over the past few years, amassing a huge global base of users. Despite an age restriction of 13, a significant portion of accounts are owned by children. A 2020 report in the UK found that 42% of 8 to 12-year-olds use the app, a figure which experts claim raises serious questions regarding safeguarding and data collection. The issue has become such a worry that, in 2021, Anne Longfield, former Children's Commissioner for England, began a landmark case against the app. Longfield told the High Court that she believes TikTok is violating UK and EU children's data protection law, harvesting data from millions of children without legal consent, proper warning, and transparency. She believes that ByteDance, the Chinese tech company behind TikTok, may have breached the privacy of 3.5 million children in the UK alone. This isn't the first time ByteDance has found itself in hot water over children's data collection. In 2020, U.S. officials found the firm guilty of illegally collecting the personal data of children under 13. They were fined a record $5.7 million, £4.2 million. Number 3. Fentanyl in counterfeit drugs. In recent years, narcotics experts have warned about the worrying trend of fake drugs being sold on social media platforms like Snapchat and Instagram. The number of fatalities among young people due to fentanyl in pills is rising at a staggering rate. High schoolers and college-age youths are buying what they believe to be recreational drugs online. But many of these dodgy Xanax and Percocet-type pills are filled with fentanyl, and in many cases, the repercussions have been lethal. Fentanyl is relatively inexpensive to manufacture, which is why the synthetic substitute is often used in knockoff pills. But the potency of fentanyl is 100 times higher than heroin, and the strength of the counterfeit drugs tends to vary wildly. Analysis by the Drug Enforcement Administration found in 2021 showed that 2 out of every 5 fake pills contained a potentially deadly amount of fentanyl. Number 2. Online abuse accountability. It's no secret that sometimes school students can absolutely detest their teachers. But what happens when they go so far as to start a campaign of online abuse? In 2021, Britain's Department for Education announced they were in talks with TikTok after several complaints from school principals about offensive and humiliating accounts aimed at teachers. They told reporters of new laws being brought in against harmful content to usher in a new era of accountability for these social media companies. Some schools have even gone so far as to threaten to involve the police. Several educational establishments have written to parents, informing them that if their child is caught with an abusive account, they could be kicked out of school. Number 1. Fake school shooter accounts. On May 24, 2022, an 18-year-old man entered Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas, and opened fire. The chilling attack left 21 people dead, 19 children, and 2 teachers. In the aftermath of this appalling bloodshed, something strangely chilling happened on social media. Across several platforms, especially Instagram and TikTok, people began setting up fake accounts claiming to be the gunman. They took images from his social media accounts, which have now been removed, and made it look as if they were the mass murderer. The day after the shooting, reporters found over half a dozen imitation accounts on Instagram and a similar number on TikTok. This isn't the first time social media users have tried to mimic a mass killer. In 2018, after a former student killed 17 people at a high school in Parkland, Florida, several fake profiles appeared on Instagram, with some reposting images from the shooter's account. A similar thing happened in December 2021 when 4 students were killed in Michigan. One of the dummy accounts was even looking to make money from the event, offering to promote other users' accounts for a small fee. Thanks for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more top 5 videos.